Welcome back, everyone, to The Daily Dish. Be a body-positive role model for your kids. Joining me now is Megan Jensen, a registered dietitian nutritionist at Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital. And I want to bring you in and have this conversation about how do we approach a positive communication and a healthy relationship with food with our kids, too.
Yeah, that's a very timely and an important topic, especially nowadays. And with little kids, they pick up really on everything, right? And any offhand comment, any remark like that, they're going to pick up on that. One of the big things that I work a lot with my patients on is trying to remove labels from food, like good or bad, healthy or unhealthy, clean or junk are two other common ones, because they will start to kind of put moral labels on foods, which actually is kind of a label for people, because food doesn't care, right? What we call it, what we refer to it as, but we start to develop, judgments and, biases towards certain people kind of based on the foods that they eat.
So how can we develop the positive language? What should we be using instead of junk food or this is my cheat day?
Yeah, that's kind of a hard balance, right? Because obviously there are some foods that have more nutritional value than others. I can't sit here, as a dietitian and claim otherwise, but they're all made up of the same nutrients. So usually how I approach the topic is, we have certain foods that provide a wider variety of the nutrients and the vitamins and minerals that our bodies need, and some that provide less variety. So approaching it from a balanced perspective of moderation, and that all foods fit. There are no foods that are off limits, but understanding that these ones will be able to fuel our bodies maybe a little bit better than these, but it doesn't mean that these ones are bad.
And Megan, you have developed a list of things that we should stop doing that might be helpful when it comes to communicating with our kids and food.
Yes.
What should we stop doing?
Yeah, so one of those is, once again, kind of the labels, needing to remove those from food. And then using food as a reward. This just kind of puts food up on a pedestal, right? Where children will start to feel like they have to do certain things in order to deserve certain foods. And then diet and fat talk is also very important. So trying to remove those biases, those snap judgments that we might make from others, but also comments that we might make about ourselves, because little kids are going to pick up on that in the sense of, if mom feels this way about herself, does that mean I have to feel that way about myself?
So going back to the food and reward, oftentimes, and I'm guilty of this, I provide candy. Okay, you can earn this. Or a meal and go out to eat. Would you say kind of change that, and how would you change that behavior?
Yeah, it's kind of one that's ingrained, right? In a lot of us. And what happens, like I said, is they start to assume, okay, well, I only get this if I do certain things. And so I think rewarding is great. I think it's motivating for kiddos. And sometimes I approach the topic of like, hey, maybe we get a sticker chart going or something, and maybe they get to go out with mom or dad, like on a fun day, and that's kind of their reward.
Okay, gotcha. And then you wrap in maybe a meal, and that is part of your excursion. All right, what should we start doing? Yes.
One of the big things is starting to recognize that children and people in general are more than just their bodies. And so focusing on, what positive qualities, what things do they bring to the table that are completely independent of their body size, shape, or weight. And as parents, eating the same foods as kids. So, no dieting, we're eating the same. So they look at their parents and say, oh, okay, well, mom and dad are eating those foods, that means I can eat them. And making sure that all foods fit and are balanced.
Wonderful. And also I saw eating together as a family is a positive thing to do. All right, for more information, we can always head to intermountainhealth.org. Thank you so much, Megan.
Yeah, thanks for having me.